Hello, and welcome to the January 18th, 2008 edition of the Weekly Search Buzz Roundup. My name is Barry Schwartz from the Search Engine Roundtable, and this is what happened in the past week. First, what happened was the Yahoo released this, Yahoo went ahead and released this patent, which was released a while ago, and Bill Slawski over at SEO by the Sea blogged about it, and it basically shows, as Tamar puts it, how Google's PageRank isn't really working too well. And they use user data, user engagement, and factors like that to try to rank web pages. Obviously, Google has been using methods like that in the past, and they currently are probably looking to use methods like that in the future. Google went ahead and did a directory PageRank update as well as a directory DMOZ listing update where they imported all the Open Directory Project RDF files into their Google directory. What we noticed was that the PageRank data as well came over, but it did not reflect what the actual toolbar PageRank scores were. For example, sites like the Search Engine Roundtable got penalized for selling paid links, and our PageRank went down to a PageRank of 4 from a PageRank of 7. But when you look at the Google directory, the latest update shows that we're still a PageRank of 7, not a PageRank of 4. So that's interesting. Microsoft launched the Ad Excellence program, which is basically a way to certify that this advertiser or this company is a certified Microsoft Ad Center, advertiser, and it was launched in the UK. It was launched in the US several months ago. Google.org did some charity. They went and put together Facebook and Twitter, as well as they went ahead and gave over, I think, $25 million to different places across the world to help their Google.org get their mission done. We learned something interesting from Google AdWords, that they actually store edits in a different way than we thought. What happens is when somebody edits their paid ad in Google AdWords, it actually creates a brand new ad, a new ad ID. Then it does a symbolic link between the new ad ID and the previous ad that you have, saying that this is an update to your previous ad. So technically it's a brand new ad ID, but it still knows that it's an edit to that ad. Just something, a little tidbit to know. Google partnered with the Weather Channel for Google Maps, and now you can actually plot your weather.com data right onto Google Maps. It's basically another feature under My Maps. It's one of the featured content areas. It's pretty neat. This place called Incredimail, they're basically a place that does email marketing. They went ahead and got banned by Google AdSense, and that actually impacted their stock. Their stock price dropped about 45% after that news came out. It's pretty amazing that Google has such an impact on companies like that. Now, finally, Google has actually fixed the sorting feature on the AdSense backend, so now if you're looking to sort by revenue, it's actually done properly these days. Google also released the AdSense glossary of terms, so now if you have any questions and you're too embarrassed to ask somebody what CPM is or CTR or whatever those terms are, Google has a glossary of terms out there now. If you were based in Australia or New Zealand, you noticed last month you got paid a little bit less than you were supposed to because Google mixed up the conversion rate. So now people are reporting that they actually sent out payments for the remainder that was due to you. You should have received payment this past week. Google powers AOL search. Their results come from AOL, but people have been noticing that AOL UK does not really have many or any. Pretty much like only a few .net domains coming up. So if you do a search in AOL UK, for some reason AOL figures that we shouldn't have any .net results come up. Rather, we should have mostly .co.uk results come up. The next thing that we wrote about was that there's an easy way to actually opt your ads out from displaying in Gmail. So let's say you're an advertiser, you use AdWords, and you're opted into the contextual or the content network at Google. You can use the site exclusion tool, and you can easily opt out of Gmail by just plugging in the Gmail .com or mail.google.com to prevent your ads from showing up in the Gmail space. Microsoft's Live Search still has problems. One is people are still complaining about their 301 redirecting handling. They seem not to pick up on 301 redirects too well. And plus, this morning we posted about how people are complaining that their news sites are not being indexed and ranked as well as they used to. Back in the day, when you launched the site, Microsoft's live search used to pick on it quickly and start ranking it well quickly. Now it seems like Microsoft's not even picking up news sites and ranking them well quickly. And Tamar gave a good example about that. Also, Microsoft bought Fast Search, a company that specializes in enterprise-level search. Search Engine Watch came out with a social media forum, and Spin has some new burying tools, which was addressed by Tamar this past week. Baidu might become a registrar. And that means that they might be able to get Whois data on a more detailed level, as well as register domains for other people. This is significant because when Google became a registrar back in 2005, a lot of people thought, hey, Google's going to use this type of data to actually rank web pages. Now, Google has admitted this several times in the past that they actually use the Whois data and the registrar information to actually start using that data in their algorithms to see signals from that data. Yahoo did an update, or they're doing an update right now. The Yahoo blog has yet to write about it, but they are doing an update right now. The semis, Matt McGee's contest is underway. There's some controversy over it, but there's always controversy over awards. And they're out there now. A lot of people are voting, and soon we'll have a way for you guys to vote and say, these are the people we want to win. Right now, it's just the judges that are voting. And finally, Donna over at SEO Scoop says that we should stop blogging for a 24-hour period about search news. We should, as search news, we're doing enough right now. Just take 24 hours off and stop blogging about search news. Tamar thinks that's a great idea. I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to see, and we'll see how that goes. Everybody, thank you very much for listening. That was the January 18th edition of the Weekly Search Buzz. My name is Barry Schwartz, and make sure to check out the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Thank you, and everyone have a great weekend.